Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to Louis Gisto Field here at St. Mary's College in Moraga, California, as we get ready for the Walnut Creek Crawdads to square off against the Healdsburg Prune Packers. Crawdads, led by manager Brant Cummings, come in with an overall record of 2-1 and a CCL record of 1-1. On the other side, Joey Gomes brings his undefeated Prune Packers here to the Gisto with a 2-0 record, first place in the CCL North Division. Today will be a battle for first place, and talking to some of the Crawdads before the game, you can tell that they know that this is a big deal and that they're only half a game back of the Prune Packers. I'm Alon to say, and it is my pleasure today to bring you this game. This is the third game overall in the CCL for both teams, and on the mound today for the Crawdads will be Ethan Brodsky, the big right-hander. Lineup for the Prune Packers is as follows: Jason DiCochea at second base, Guy Garibay center field, Torin Montgomery at first base, Blake Burke right field, Cole Elvis DH, Ryan Targak third base, Kimball Schusler catcher, and the first pitch is over to Tommy Rover at second, and he makes the throw to shot in time for the first out as Jason DiCochea grounds to second. And after the eighth batter, Kimball Schusler, will be number 12, Ian McMillan, who's playing shortstop today for the Prune Packers. And the 9 hitter will be Logan Douglas, the left fielder. First pitch to Garibay is outside. Ball one, count 1-0. One out here in the top of the first. Second pitch misses high. Brodsky working with that fastball here early. And the 2-0. Swing, fouled straight back into the netting. Defensive alignment for the Crawdads at catcher will be Griffin. So Brodsky and Griffin, the battery today for Walnut Creek. Hayden Schott at first base. Tommy Rover over at second. Anthony Pamilia at shortstop. Diego Muniz at third. 2-1 pitch misses low and inside. Left field will be Jordan Thompson. Center field, Sam Hunt. And right field will be Curran Ozawa Burns. That has been the same outfield look for the 3 games that the Crawdads have played this season. And the first walk of the day is issued here by Brodsky to Guy Garibay. So with one out here early, Garibay will be on first. And here comes Torin Montgomery, and he is quite the specimen. Watching him take batting practice just about an hour and a half ago, he was really ripping the ball out into all the alleys. First pitch to Montgomery. Curveball, outer half for a strike. Bit of a hanger, though. But Montgomery let it go. Brodsky sets, looks in, pickoff move, just to keep Garibay honest over there. And Brodsky will look to get his sign here from catcher Zach Griffin. Brodsky eyes over to first. Looks down again, and the 0-1 pitch. Fastball a little bit low. Count even at 1-1. As I said quickly in the pregame, the Prune Packers are 2-0 in CCL League play. The Crawdads did have a game on Sunday against the West Coast Kings, which was a win. However, not a CCL game. And the 1-1 pitch there ends in a strike. So the count 1-2. So overall, the Crawdads are 2-1, but in league play they are 1-1, losing to the Potters a couple days ago, and then yesterday beating the Solano Mudcats at Will C. Wood High School in Vacaville. One-two pitch to Montgomery. Montgomery fouls it off to the left, and count will hold at 1-2. For the Prune Packers, their last win was yesterday over the Lincoln Potters. They beat the Potters 5-1. And the Crawdads yesterday beat the Mudcats 7-3. So both teams capable of putting up some offense, although last time the Crawdads were in action here at the Gisto, were only able to manage the 2 runs. 1-2 pitch again, fouled back away to the left. And Montgomery putting up a good fight here, trying to not be a strikeout victim in the top of the first. Yesterday, Montgomery, in his 2 at-bats, scored 2 runs and drew 2 walks as well. So went to the plate 4 times, 2 walks, 2 hits. Pretty productive day for Montgomery. Good pitch there, ring him up, as home plate umpire Ron Masso gives the emphatic strikeout signal. And Ethan Brodsky has his first strikeout of the day and avoids a major power threat in Montgomery. Up next is Blake Burke. He will take his swings, left-handed batter. So an early righty left-up matchup here. And the first pitch to Burke is just above the shoestrings of catcher Zach Griffin. Count 2-0. Now to Burke. And the 2-0 to Burke is fouled off over to the right. Count 2-1. Dico Chea gets his lead off of first. Check that. Garibay, rather. Brodsky sets, takes a long pause, throws there, and that is ball 3. Two outs, 3 balls, 1 strike. Still top of the first. Garibay, if you're just joining, reached first base on the base on balls, and Brodsky issues his second free pass of the day as Blake Burke trots over to first. So runners in scoring position for in scoring position for the DH Cole Elvis, who will take his hacks from the right-handed stance. Still 2 outs here, but early trouble for Ethan Brodsky, who needs to find some control if he wants to make it out of this top of the first unscathed. Brodsky looks back to second, delivers, and that's a good pitch there by Brodsky on the outer half. And we've seen Brodsky go to the curveball against Montgomery. That was the first strike he threw against Montgomery, and in a similar situation here, he could look to employ that curveball, just needs to make sure he does not hang it out over the heart of the plate. Brodsky looks back to second, delivers. Pitch in the dirt, low. Count even at 1-1. Brodsky plays his college ball at Cal State East Bay, so very close to St. Mary's over in Hayward, that is, and from Mission Viejo, California. So California boy through and through. 1-2 pitch is fouled back into the backstop. And Brodsky in a real fight here with the DH, Cole Elvis. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Brodsky hunting the strikeout pitch. Brodsky sets and it delivers high, way high. No chance of inducing a swing there out of the zone. Count will be even at 2-2. And Brodsky loses control there and drills Elvis right between the shoulder blades, it looks like. Elvis kind of favoring that left arm, and that looks like it hit him right in the left shoulder blade. That's scary. Good thing it didn't hit him in the head, but bases are loaded. 2 runners in scoring position here for the third baseman, Ryan Targak. And the Prune Packers, led by manager Joey Gomes, who's at third base today. He is the third base coach and the manager. They are not playing games here early, and they're trying to have a 2-out rally here in the top of the first. Pitch count already up to 22 for Brodsky. 23 now. And that is his 13th ball thrown this inning. 10 strikes, 13 balls, and 23 pitches for 2 outs is not efficient. 1-0 pitch, fouled away, way back. Count even. About the only good thing here is force outs all over the place for the Crawdads, but I don't know if you want to give the Prune Packers a chance to even put this in play. Brodsky's got to be thinking strikeout here. Brodsky gets his sign, fires in a good pitch there. 2 strikes now to Ryan Targak. And what a bullet to be dodged this would be if Brodsky's able to sit Targak down. Brodsky sets, throws, and a big pitch there as he strikes Ryan Targak out to end the inning. So a lot of labor there for the starting pitcher for the Crawdads, Ethan Brodsky, but all in all, able to get out of it with the bases loaded and crisis averted here early for the Crawdads. Score, 0-0, end of the top of the first. We'll be right back here at Louis Gisto Field as the Crawdads will have their chance in the bottom of the first. You are watching Crawdads Baseball on YouTube Live. Welcome back to Louis Gisto Field here, Moraga, California, St. Mary's College. As Jordan Thompson steps into the batter's box, and he'll be facing pitcher Joe Amarato. First pitch from Amarato misses high and bounces off the outstretched glove of catcher Kimball Schuessler. So it'll be Schuessler and Amarato, pitcher and catcher for the Prune Packers. Second pitch there absolutely nails Jordan Thompson on the elbow, and he wears it and takes a little jog down to first base. First base runner here for the Crawdads comes by way of the hit by pitch. So Thompson hit by the pitch. Tommy Rover now comes up. On deck is Anthony Pamilia. And the fourth batter will be Curran Ozawa Burns playing right field. Hayden Schott will be the fifth man playing first today. The DH will be once again Trevor Werner in the sixth spot. Seven batter will be Diego Muniz playing third base. Zach Griffin, the catcher, the number 8. And it looks like Thompson's going to take off for second, and he is going to slide in safely. Throw offline by catcher Kimball Schuessler. And a very aggressive base running early by the Crawdads. And the 9-man will be Sam Hunt, who is in center field today. Defensively, the look for the Prune Packers is Montgomery at first, Dicochea at second, Targak at third, Ian McMillan, the shortstop. And first pitch here to Rover gives him a close shave as he has to duck out of the way. A little sweet chin music almost there with a fastball. That is scary stuff. Count 2-0 to Rover. Neither pitcher under control yet here early. There's a fastball for a strike there from Amarato, and Tommy Rover definitely appreciates that. In the outfield for the Prune Packers, Logan Douglas in left, Guy Garibay in center, and Blake Burke in right field. 2 balls, 1 strike. No outs here in the bottom of the first. Another wild fastball. And Schuessler gets out of his stance to reach for that one and is able to make sure it doesn't get by him. Amarato, 6'2", 185 from San Jose. Played his high school ball at Bellarmine. And he is currently a redshirt sophomore at Cal. Big swing and a miss there on a good fastball from Amarato. Count full for Tommy Rover. Rover 1 for 7 this season, batting .142. No home runs, no RBIs. But he definitely has an opportunity here. And the payoff pitch went chasing a high fastball. And he is sat down on strikes. Not the effort he wanted to give there on the payoff pitch.
The shortstop, number 6,
Anthony Pamilia playing shortstop today for the Crawdads. Usually it's a Sparza out there for Brant Cummings' team. First pitch to Pamilia misses away. Anthony Pamilia plays his ball at the College of Marin and hails from Larkspur, California, played at Redwood High School. And it looks like Amarato had a little shoe malfunction there. Bends down, ties the shoe. Maybe takes a deep breath down there as well as he tries to gear himself up to get through the heart of this order. 1-0 pitch is a called strike. Count even at 1-1. 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Packers unable to score in the top of the first. And the Crawdads hunting for their first run. 1-1 pitch, misses low and outside. Runs the count to 2-1. Curran Ozawa Burns waiting on deck. Amarato sets and fires. Fastball fouled off to the right, and that's going to land somewhere in the parking lot. And just avoided disaster there, as someone's Audi or BMW SUV, BMW X5 actually, nearly just had a little windshield damage. But everything's okay here. And we will continue. The 2-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss there. Dropped third strike. Ring him up. So strikeout for Amarato as Pamilia is retired. So after hitting Thompson and nearly hitting Tommy Rover, who he then went on to strike out, he has struck out Anthony Pamilia now. So back-to-back punch-outs for Amarato. And this will bring in Curran Ozawa Burns. First pitch to Ozawa Burns, swung at low. And it looks like the radar gun is clocking Amarato's fastball at around 94 miles an hour. So the Crawdads will have to ratchet it up here themselves. Fastball fouled away into the netting. And Ozawa Burns finds himself in an 0-2 hole here with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. And Jordan Thompson still stuck on second base after stealing second. 0-2 pitch is low. Trying to change the eye level here is Amarato. And count 1-2. Ozawa Burns hit a home run in the first game of the season for the Crawdads. And he fouls that ball way up high. And that will land behind the press box somewhere. This might be a day where some of the spectators need to bring their hard hats to the ballpark, as some of these balls have already landed close to where they are sitting. Count 1-2. Ozawa Burns looking to stay alive. 1-2 pitch, check swing, and home plate Ron Masso says that was a good pitch there. So 3 strikeouts in a row to end the inning. Amarato able to strand Jordan Thompson at second. So after 1, the game still tied at 0-0 here at the Gisto at St. Mary's College in Moraga, California. I'm Alon Desai, and we will be right back with more Walnut Creek Crawdads baseball on YouTube Live. Welcome back to St. Mary's College. top of the second, about to get underway. It'll be Kimball Schuessler, Ian McMillan, and Logan Douglas for the Prune Packers. First pitch to Schuessler is hit right back up the middle, and he will make it in with a single. Good aggressive batting there by Schuessler. Took the first pitch he saw and offered.
Shortstop, number 12, Ian McMillan.
Sometimes it pays to be aggressive, especially with a pitcher who you might think is just trying to get ahead of the count with a simple fastball over the middle of the plate. And this will bring up Ian McMillan. So Prune Packers trying to mount some offense here in the top of the second. Ball hit on the ground to third, over to second for one, first for the other, and the Crawdads successfully turn the double play. 5-4-3. Very good job inducing the ground ball there by Ethan Brodsky. And just like that, 2 outs already here in top of the second. So after the rather laborious first inning that Brodsky has, he's been rather efficient here in the top of the second. First pitch to Logan Douglas, misses high, ball 1. But a much better start here in the top of the second for Brodsky. This one hit over to Rover. Rover flips it over to Schott, and that is a very quick inning there as Brodsky faces the minimum in this half inning. And Brant Cummings, manager for the Crawdads, has to be pleased with that effort. So, tie game still 0-0. Packers not able to cash in on the leadoff single in the top of the second. So, Crawdads will have their chance coming up when we come back. You are watching Crawdads Baseball on YouTube Live.
For the Craws, the first baseman, number 3, Hayden Schott.
Oh, Hayden Schott steps into the batter's box. Big lefty. Batting in the 5th position today, it'll be Schott, Werner, and then Muniz. First pitch to Schott misses low and away. Schott comes into this contest 3 for 13 thus far, but does have 4 RBIs on his ledger, so he has been an effective run generator, and Ron Masso calls that pitch a strike. Schott did not like that. Count 1-1. It looked low, but no argument out of Hayden Schott. 1-1 pitch. Schott, big swing. Just couldn't get on top of that fastball there. And Amarato finds himself ahead. 1 ball, 2 strikes here against the leadoff hitter, Schott. Amarato working quickly now. Check swing by Schott. And he did not break the plane. Catcher Schuessler appeals down to third base umpire Mike Sankiewicz. Sankiewicz says nope. That is a ball. Third base is Mike Sankiewicz. Harvey Maxey at first base once again. And behind the plate, the aforementioned Ron Masso. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball there. And nothing Schott could do about that. He just watched that one go right by. As completely locked up was Hayden Schott. Now, Trevor Werner will have his first opportunity. As the Crawdads still trying to figure out Joe Amarato. First pitch to Werner, low. Werner playing DH again today. Count 1-0. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fouled into the net, slightly off to the right. And really the only trouble Amarato has had today is just some control issues early. He hit Jordan Thompson and nearly buzzed Tommy Rover, but after that he has settled down quite nicely. 1-1 pitch to Werner. Swing, chopper up the middle, and that'll get through for a single. And Werner now 6 for 13 this season. So he is off to a very good start.
Batting seventh for the Craws. The third baseman, number 12, Diego Muniz.
That'll bring up Diego Muniz. He's playing third base today in place of Seth Dardar. And the first pitch to Muniz is a good fastball. Slightly on the inner half. Just real quick there. That fastball gets on top of the batter with some serious expediency. And Muniz has to get himself ready. 0-1 pitch outside. Count even, 1-1, 1 out. And Trevor Werner on first base. Muniz 2 for 3 in the early going with 3 RBIs. Werner looked like he thought about going, but a good job blocking that ball by Kimball Schuessler, the catcher for the Prune Packers. And he made sure Werner had to get back to first. Amarato now up to 28 pitches through 1 1/3 and his second hit batsman of the day. And Muniz takes a little bit of a long look over at Amarato, shakes his head a little bit, and now shaking the left arm out, as that is a hit by pitch. Second of the day for Amarato. Runner in scoring position is Trevor Werner. He's over at second. Muniz at first.
Catcher number 31, Zach Griffin.
And Zach Griffin will have his opportunity with 1 away in the bottom of the second to try to break through here for the Crawdads and put the first run on the board. Swing and a miss there from Griffin. Good fastball in the other half. And Amarato does have that fastball working. And he has not been afraid to pitch inside, even though he has now hit 2 Crawdads. 0-1 pitch. Strike call there from Ron Masso. And Griffin is going to have to dig himself out here. He is down 0-2 with 1 away. And he also needs to be wary to stay out of an inning-ending double play. Werner hopping back and forth back there at second. And a strikeout swinging there. Amarato able to get a high fastball by Zach Griffin. And Amarato already now with 5 strikeouts through an inning and 2/3. So here is Sam Hunt, the 9 batter. First pitch to Hunt, gets away from Schuessler, and the runners both advance. So Werner gets to third. And Muniz up to second on the passed ball. Oh, it looked like it hit Schuessler in the glove. He just couldn't corral it. Was a strike. Count 0-1, 0-1 pitch. Offered at there by Sam Hunt. But alas, not able to make contact. Hunt 3 for 11. Looking to tick that batting average up a few points here and register his 4th and possibly 5th RBIs for the season if he can gap one. Count 1-2, 2 outs, bottom of the second. Crawdads with 2 runners in scoring position, and a swing and a miss there to end the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning there for the Crawdads. Amarato cruising right now. Besides the hit, the 2 hit batsman, he has 6 strikeouts. Game remains tied 0-0 through 2. We will be right back with more Walnut Creek Crawdads baseball here on YouTube Live. Welcome back to Crawdads Baseball. I'm Alon Desai, and it'll be the top of the lineup here to start the 3rd inning. It'll be Jason DiCochea, Guy Garibay, and Torrin Montgomery. First pitch to DiCochea from Brodsky is a called strike. In the Prune Packers win yesterday against the Potters, DiCochea did register a hit, and he smokes one here to left, down for a hit, and DiCochea will have a leadoff single. Second hit of the day for the Prune Packers. And Guy Garibay, who drew a walk in the 1st inning, will look to put the ball in play here and at least advance the runner for Healdsburg. Brodsky has his sign, delivers. Ball low in the dirt. Good job there controlling it by Zach Griffin. Yesterday, Garibay struck out twice. Did have the walk, so he does have a good eye. And already he is ahead 2-0. Brodsky checks over at first base and looks to get his first strike. And Garibay hits that ball out to center field. Sam Hunt able to get a read on it and one away for a loud out number one here in a 0-0 ball game, top of the third inning. The power threat Torrin Montgomery steps in for his second attempt. Struck out back in the first inning. But if you let him make contact the way Garibay just did there, I have a feeling it's going to leave the park. First pitch to Montgomery, called strike on the fastball. Count 0-1, one out. And one runner on for the Prune Packers. 0-1 pitch. Good fastball there on the outer corner. And Montgomery in an 0-2 hole. Montgomery trying to avoid going down on strikes for the second consecutive time today. 0-2 pitch. Misses outside, and that's a pass ball there. That gets by Griffin. And Deco Chea makes it up to second. And the Prune Packers have Deco Chea in scoring position with one out in the top of the third. Been some control issues for both Brodsky and Amarato on the other side for Healdsburg. Brodsky hasn't hit anybody, but he has issued a few walks. And some dancing back there at second base. And a third strike there. And Zach Griffin did not apply a tag and waited a very long time to throw it over to Hayden Schott. And Montgomery is out, but kind of puzzling there what Griffin was doing. He dropped the third strike and decided not to just run up and tag him and let Montgomery get about 3/4 of the way down the first base line before firing the ball to first base. 2 outs here as Blake Burke looked to open the scoring up. First pitch to Burke. Loud contact deep to center field. Sam Hunt moving back to the warning track and makes the catch with his back against the wall for a very, very close third out. That was close to leaving the park. Just hung up a little too long there for the Prune Packers. And if he just put a little more charge into that, Crawdads be down 2-0. Sam Hunt able to track the ball down and record the last out of the inning. So the game remains tied 0-0 after a scary moment there for pitcher Ethan Brodsky. We'll be right back with the bottom of the third inning. You are watching Prune Packers versus the Walnut Creek Crawdads here at St. Mary's College on YouTube Live. It'll be Jordan Thompson, Tommy Rover, and Anthony Pamilia to get things started here in the bottom of the third, and control issues still very much a relevant topic of discussion here for pitcher Joe Amarato. 2-0 to Jordan Thompson, who was hit by a pitch back in the first inning. And the count 2-0 here. 2-0 pitch, high and inside. Thompson able to get his hands away. Definitely do not want to get hit on the knuckles by a guy who is throwing 93, 94, 95 miles an hour. It's been feast or famine for Amarato. Every out he's recorded so far through 2 innings has been a strikeout. And that is Amarato's third walk that he has issued, 2 via the hit by pitch. And this one just an old-fashioned base on balls. A good eye there by Jordan Thompson. As Tommy Rover will get ready to take his swings.
Second baseman, Tommy Rover.
From the left-handed stance. See if Thompson looks to be aggressive here on the base paths, as the Crawdads were very aggressive back to open the game up in the bottom of the first. First pitch to Rover, high and inside, but swung at anyway. Really kind of close to eye level there, and Rover could not resist. Count 0-1. Nobody out. Another swing there by Rover. And close to a runner being picked off there by catcher Kim Schuessler. Thompson able to slide in safely. And avoid being tagged out by the first baseman, Montgomery. 0-2 pitch. Way high. Schuessler getting some definitely some practice, reaching out, jumping up, going all over the place to help his pitcher out here. Count 1-2. Ball popped up over on the right side. Montgomery has a read on it, drifting over near the bullpen, and he makes the first out there, as Rover pops out in foul territory. Rover, after striking out in the first, pops out here in the bottom of the third. And that is the first out recorded by the Prune Packers that has not come via the strikeout. Don't get to say that too often. 2 innings into a game. Pamilia lays off the first pitch, and the throw is late there by Kimmy Schuessler. And Thompson able to make it in safely with a slide there at second base. Breaking ball just offline. Got to imagine if Amarato threw the fastball, Schuessler would have been able to quickly come up with it, fire it over to second, and Thompson would be out. But that is not how the scenario played out. Second pitch is a ball to Pamilia. Two balls, no strikes, 1 out here. Amarato already up to 46 pitches through 2 1/3. Fastball called strike. And nothing Pamilia could really do with that other than maybe weakly grounded over to first base, so better to lay off. Count now 2-1. Pamelia still with the leverage. Screamer foul over the bullpen of the Prune Packers, and that definitely landed in the parking lot. Aren't very many spectators here today, but as the season rolls on and after June 15th, got to assume more people will be here. So definitely if you come out to a game here at Louis Gisto Field, be very aware. We do have netting, but the ball still can come out. Swing there straight up over the backstop area, and Schuessler goes into a slide, but could not find it, and it falls harmlessly to the ground for the Crawdads. Count 2-2. Pamelia still looking for his first hit of the season. And Amarato definitely got to think he's going to go back to this vicious fastball he has to try to ring Pamelia up. See what they decide. Here's the pitch. Fastball fouled away. Montgomery moving back, and it will land in the Prune Packer bullpen. Montgomery, the first baseman, previously played at Boise State, so he was part of the Mountain West. Quite a few Mountain West players in the CCL. Handful of guys from UNLV like Jack Thomas Wold. 2-2 pitch there, fouled away off to the right side. Other guys like Darian Williams from the Mountain West. But Montgomery was drafted in the 2019 MLB draft by the Miami Marlins in the 35th round. Decided to go back to college and transfer to Mizzou. And he is only a sophomore, but if you looked at him, you'd swear he's in the major leagues. Ball flared out to short left field, caught on the run by Logan Douglas for the second out, as Pamelia is retired. So Kern Ozawa Burns was the home run in the first game of the season and does have some power in that bat of his. He's going to look to connect with one of these heaters that Amarato is throwing. 2 outs here. Runner in scoring position for the Crawdads. First pitch to Ozawa Burns. Swing and a miss. Is Amarato able to pump that one by Burns? Second pitch there, taken to left field by Ozawa Burns, center left. And Guy Garibay able to catch it just before it reached the wall. So very noisy third out there for the Crawdads. Good hard hit ball, but no result of it. Game stays tied here through 3, still 0-0. You're watching Crawdads Baseball on YouTube Live.
Welcome back to Moraga, California. I'm Milan to say, leading off the top of the fourth inning for Healdsburg will be the DH, Cole Elvis. First pitch to Elvis is high for a ball. Ball one. Seen that same pitch called strike before today, but this time a ball. Pitch there, fouled straight back into the net. Count 1-1 here in the top of the fourth. Tie game, 0-0. Second pitch fouled straight into home plate. And that runs the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. So far, Prune Packers have 2 hits through 3 innings, and the Crawdads have just the lone hit. Still early. It's a little flare over to Tommy Rover, and Rover makes the catch for the first out. So Cole Elvis is retired. And that'll bring up third baseman Ryan Targak, who struck out back in the first inning. First pitch to Targak is a ball inside. Brodsky definitely going to improve the ERA he has so far this season. Comes into this game with a 9 ERA. Targak swings, and that is fouled way off to the right side. Count 1-1 with 1 away here in the top of the fourth. 1-1 pitch to Targak. Targak swing and a miss there. Good low pitch by Brodsky. Brodsky now 46 pitches through 3 1/3. Really has been able to settle down since the first inning where he threw about 27 pitches. And a strikeout there. Ring him up for Ethan Brodsky. So Targak strikes out for the second time today. And with 2 away, here comes the catcher, Kimball Schuessler. Brodsky taking his time. Now he'll fire. Curveball. Misses high. Kimball Schuessler plays his college ball over at Texas A&M. He's from Llano, Texas. Stands in at 6'2", 205. Does the freshman. Chopper over the mound. Rover charging it. Gets it to shot at first. And that is the third out here in the top of the fourth. So Prune Packers held in check there by Ethan Brodsky as all 3 hitters are retired. 0-0. Crawdads, Prune Packers all tied up here. Bottom of the fourth coming your way. You are watching Crawdads Baseball on YouTube Live. Hayden Schott will get the bottom of the fourth going here for the Walnut Creek Crawdads. Still tied 0-0. It'll be Schott, Trevor Werner, the DH, and then Diego Muniz. First pitch to Schott. Misses outside. Schott struck out in the second. Schott plays his college ball over at Columbia. So he is a Columbia Lion. Second pitch, big swing there. But Amarato just real lively fastball, able to avoid these bats of the Crawdads. 1-1 pitch, misses low. Schott played his 2019 season over at Cypress College. And 2-1 pitch, misses high and away, and Schott has the leverage here as he is ahead 3-1 to start the bottom of the fourth. Here's a 3-1 pitch to Schott. Schott watches that one go by, and he will run over down to first base with the walk. So base on balls there for Hayden Schott. Good eye after the strikeout back in the second. And here comes the DH, Trevor Werner, who's singled in his first appearance. So Crawdads with their first batter this inning, able to get on base. Just what you got to do any way you can. Doesn't matter if it's a hit, doesn't matter if it's a walk. Just get on base, get some action on the base paths, and try to capitalize. First pitch to Werner, missed high, ball one. 1-0 to Werner. Big old swing there. And the count, 1-1, no outs. One pitch to Werner, misses outside. And Amarato starting to get a little shaky with the control again like he did back in the first inning. So he will rub the ball a little bit, readjust, adjust the hat, dig in here, and try to get his bearings back after two balls. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss there from Werner. Count even at 2-2. It's been a steady diet of fastballs from Amarato. Only a couple of breaking balls thrown so far. And the 2-2 runner is going, and the throw on time. And just like that, Hayden Schott is out trying to steal. Hayden Schott thrown out there by Kimball Schuessler. Good job by Schuessler, coming up very aggressively and rocketing that over to the covering second baseman, Jason DiCochea. And a strikeout there as Trevor Werner just could not figure out a way to make contact there. Amarato, another strikeout. Amarato, if he stays in the game long enough and he keeps pitching this way, is going to end up with double-digit strikeouts. He's already at 7. Here's Diego Muniz. Muniz fouls ball back high into the net. And Amarato ahead 0-1 with 2 away. Pitcher's duel here so far between Amarato and the Crawdads' Ethan Brodsky. Second pitch to Muniz. It's a good fastball over the heart of the plate. Quickly, Muniz down 0-2. and at risk of going down on a 3-pitch strikeout. Fastball there, just a little outside. Tried to frame it a little bit there by Kimball Schuessler, but that is called a ball by Ron Masso. Count 1-2, 2 away. Muniz going to try to stay alive here. Muniz fouls that straight back into the net above the backstop. The count holds at 1-2. Muniz was hit by a pitch back in the second inning. That's really been the only issue for Joe Amarato. It's been the few walks he's issued. Muniz makes contact, but that foul left of the third base line. Count will hold at 1-2. So, Prune Packers coming into this contest 2-0. Crawdads 2-1 overall, but first game of the season was kind of an exhibition against the West Coast Kings. So in league play, 1-1. Crawdads half a game back of the North Division leading Prune Packers. So this is a battle for first place. 1-2 pitch fouled back and out of play. Southern Division of the CCL has not started play yet. And there is a road trip coming up for the Crawdads. A little later in the week. Early next week. 1-2 pitch. Another foul ball there by Muniz, doing everything he can here to try to battle and claw and scratch out a hit. Crawdads still only with the one hit. And that was by way of Trevor Werner in the second inning. Crawdads will be back in action tomorrow against the Fairfield Indians. 1-2 pitch is low, blocked by Schuessler. Count 2-2. That'll be at Allen Witt Park in Fairfield, California at 7 p.m. Saturday, back here against Santa Rosa. 2-2 pitch to Muniz. It's a fastball, just misses outside. Schuessler held it there just about a second just to make sure Masso did call ball, and he did indeed. Count full, 3-2, 2 away, bottom of the fourth. Muniz takes a pitch low and grinds that at bat out. And the result is a base on ball. So a good job by Diego Muniz to just manufacture a base runner here for Walnut Creek. And here comes manager Joey Gomes. And he will have a conversation with his starting pitcher, Amarato. Whole infield is on the mound. And we will see whether this is the end of Amarato's day or not. And it looks like it is. So Amarato makes it through 3 2/3 innings. Gives up a hit. Records the 7 strikeouts, but the 2 hit by pitches and the 2 base on balls. So issuing 4 free passes. Kind of a mixed day there for Amarato. And new pitcher coming in for Healdsburg. Will be number 1, Uday Naradam. He plays at Harvard, hometown South San Francisco, and he is a sophomore. He's a lefty who's a short guy, about 5'9", weighs in at just under 180 at 178, and he will take over for the recently exited Joe Amarato. We'll be right back with the last of the bottom of the fourth. You're watching Walnut Creek Crawdads baseball here on YouTube Live. Welcome back to Moraga, California. Still the bottom of the fourth inning here. Newly inserted pitcher in relief of Amarato is Uday Naranam. And his first challenge will be the catcher, Zach Griffin. First pitch by Naranam gets away from the catcher, Schussler. And Muniz makes it into second. I'm not sure if Schussler was ever able to get a glove on that. It looked like it may have bounced off home plate. So we'll see how that is scored. Second pitch there to Griffin. It's called a strike on the very, very outer half of the plate. Count 1-1, 2 away here, bottom of the fourth. Pitch to Griffin. Griffin swings, fouled off to the right side. And that runs the count to 1-2. So Crawdads, another opportunity here, runner in scoring position. Still just the one hit by way of Trevor Werner. Zach Griffin will try to do whatever he can to advance the runner. Ball hit on the ground over to third. Targak has it, throws it to first to Montgomery for the out. So Uday Naranam comes in, does his job, gets the Prune Packers out of the inning, and the game remains tied after 4, 0-0. Still just the 3 hits combined for both teams here. You are watching Walnut Creek Crawdad Baseball on YouTube Live. Top of the fifth, about to get underway. And the Prune Packers will send up number 8 hitter, Ian McMillan, the number 9 hitter, Logan Douglas, and then the lineup will turn over with Jason DiCochea. Once again, new pitcher for the Crawdads is number 32, the left-hander, Sean Head. And the first pitch from Head is high for a ball. Ethan Brodsky was able to go 4 innings, didn't surrender a run, gave up 2 walks, and had 4 strikeouts. So he was able to go 4. Just a little bit longer than his opponent on the other side, Amarato, who made it through 3 2/3. So both starting pitchers done for the day. Count 1-1 to McMillan. Pitch there, fouled away. Looked like a curveball, aiming for the outer half of the plate. The count 1-2. Still 0-all here at Louis Guisto Field. And have not seen the fireworks that I think either team was expecting. And a good strikeout pitch there by Sean Head as he retires the first man he sees today with some ease, it appears. Here is the left fielder, Logan Douglas, who grounded out to second in his first appearance. First pitch fouled away by Douglas. And second pitch to Douglas on the way. Called a strike there. And quickly Head is ahead. 0-2. Pitch, curveball, chopper over to third. Third baseman, barehanded play by Diego Muniz. Thing of beauty. And whips the ball over to first base for the second out. Really a nice play there. Tough to gauge how you got to come in, what kind of bounce it's going to take, and then to do all that so smoothly with the bare hand. That's just good third base play there by Diego Muniz. So 2 away here, top of the fifth, and Jason DiCochea will have his chance for the first time against Sean Head. First pitch to DiCochea, curveball, misses outside. Fastball there from Head. Called a strike. Low and inside. And Sean Head has a pretty good fastball. About 86, 87 miles an hour. Fastball there once again. And the count 1-2. So good fastball, curveball combo by the 6-foot left-hander. And the 1-2 pitch fouled away to the right side into the netting. Count holds 1-2, 2 away, top of the fifth. Packers 0, Crawdads 0. And the 1-2 pitch. Ooh, nearly hit DiCochea in the head. And DiCochea just turned his neck a little bit to stay out of the way. And that is the second time today we have seen a batsman get dangerously close to being domed by a fastball. 2-2 pitch. Curveball misses up. And the count is full 3-2 with 2 outs to Jason DiCochea. If memory serves correct, back in the first inning, it was Tommy Rover who almost got hit in the head. And this ball taken to left field. Left fielder Thompson going back at the warning track makes the catch. And the 1-2-3 inning is completed by Sean Head. So the 3 men sent up. Cannot do anything against Sean Head in his first inning of work. Still tied 0-0 here at Louis Gisto Field between the Crawdads and the Prune Packers. You are watching Walnut Creek Crawdad Baseball on YouTube Live.
Center fielder number 7, Sam Hunt.
Welcome back to St. Mary's College here in Moraga. Still a tie game, bottom of the 5th. It'll be Sam Hunt, Jordan Thompson, and then Tommy Rover. First pitch to Hunt, low and away for ball 1. The pitcher, Uday Naradam, who came in last inning in relief of the starter, Emirado, gets even here with a strike. Fouled away, 1-1 the count. Naradam played his high school ball at Sacred Heart Cathedral Prep. He's from South San Francisco. He's a first-year kid over at Harvard, the Harvard. Yes, the one where the very smartest people in our country get to attend. And the count 2-1. Season was canceled by the Ivy League in 2020, so he has not played yet. So his first year, or 2021 rather, season was canceled. So he has not seen action in a while. Count 2-2. A little bit of hitch in the giddy up there. Interesting leg pump before the delivery there by Naradam. 2-2 count as Hunt tries to get on base, and he is hit in the ribs, it looks like there, maybe just behind the right elbow by a curveball that's offline from Naradam. And the Crawdads have another base runner, the third by way of the hit by pitch. So everybody is getting hits today. Not the kind of hits you want, but a hit nonetheless. And that'll bring Jordan Thompson up. First inning, he was hit by a pitch. And in the third inning, he drew a walk. First pitch to Thompson. Misses inside, ball 1. One of the interesting things about Harvard is they don't classify their pickoff move here from Naradam, and Hunt slides in safely. They don't classify their players like a lot of other schools do. They're not listed as freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. They're listed as first year, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year. You get the picture. So just something a little interesting there in the Harvard roster and media guide. Another ball there to Jordan Thompson. Thompson ahead 2-0. Nobody out with Sam Hunt over at first base. Getting a pretty good lead off of first. Got to be careful to not get picked off by the lefty here. Swing and a miss. First strike there from Narodum to Thompson. Thompson looks over to manager Brant Cummings. Gets an idea of what he wants coach to do. And another fastball misses inside. Count 3-1. So here we go. Sam Hunt will get his lead once again off of first base. And Narodum finds himself a little bit of trouble here to Jordan Thompson. Big fastball there. Could have been ball 4. Thompson offered at it. Swing and a miss. Count is full. Thompson 2 for 13. Coming in, batting 153. And 3-2 pitch. Runner is off. Narodum throws over to first. Montgomery gets it to the covering shortstop, McMillan. And it looks like Sam Hunt is called out there. So a little bit of a late call, it looked like, but Sam Hunt is out. So good job there by Narodum, sniffing out the steal. And Montgomery able to get it over to McMillan in time, who was covering second from his shortstop position. And a strikeout there from Narodum against Thompson. So 2 outs in very quick succession, one via the rundown. And being thrown out at second was Hunt. And then 2 chased pitches by Jordan Thompson that would have put him on base. And he is out via the strikeout. So here's Tommy Rover. First pitch to Rover. Fastball on the outer half. About belt high. Bottom of the 5th, 1 strike, no balls, 2 outs. Fastball misses inside, count even at 1-1. Rover popped out in his last at-bat in the 3rd. Popped out in foul territory to first baseman Montgomery. 1-1 pitch. Called a strike there, just on the black, the outer half. And count is 1-2. So Narodum looking to put up a clean inning here, his first full inning of work. Interesting little quick pitch there from Narodum. Count 2-2. Looks like he has an arsenal of different delivery methods here. We've seen the leg pump. We've seen a quick pitch. So a little herky-jerky to Narodum. Breaking ball down in the dirt. Blocked by Schuessler. And the count is full, 3-2 to Tommy Rover. Second 3-2 count of the bottom of the 5th for the Crawdads. Last one ended in a strikeout. Let's see how this one plays out. Fastball misses low, and that is ball 4 to Tommy Rover as he draws the walk. And the inning not over yet as Anthony Pamilia, the shortstop today, will have an opportunity here to keep the inning alive for Walnut Creek. Uday fires. Ground ball through the hole on the left side. And that's an easy base hit there for Pamilia. And Rover able to move into scoring position up at second base now. And here comes the power threat of Curran Ozawa Burns. It'll be righty versus lefty with 2 runners on base. And a big opportunity here for Ozawa Burns with 2 away. Bottom of the 5th, still 0-0. Hits are finally even at 2 apiece. And first pitch to Ozawa Burns is called a strike. Count 0-1. Burns does not like it, but he will have to deal with it. Narodum looks back to second and hits Burns in the left leg, right around the calf, right around the ankle area. And the bases are loaded. That'll mean it's Hayden Shots. Big chance here to possibly bust this game wide open with a big double in the gap here. Or dare I say, even a grand slam. First pitch to Shot. Big swing. That ball right around the letters. Shot not able to make contact. Ozawa Burns on first base. Rover over at third. And Pamilia at second. That pitch there called a strike by home plate umpire Ron Mosso. A little bit of a gift there for Narodum, as even he thought that may have been outside. Count 0-2, 2 away. And that pitch about eye high there. A shot did not offer. I might chase, but I'm not chasing that high. You got to give me something better, says Hayden Shot. Count 1-2 to Shot. Here's the pitch. Shot connects. That's going to nearly get down, but a good job by Jason DiCaccia to run it down. And what could have probably scored both Pamilia and obviously Rover. So chance for 2 runs is erased there by the glove of Jason DiCaccia. And this game will stay tied 0-0 heading into the top of the 6th. You are watching Walnut Creek Baseball here on the Crawdads YouTube live channel.
Center fielder number 2, Guy Garibay.
Welcome back. I'm Alon to say, getting ready here for the top of the 6th inning. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 for the Prune Packers. It'll be Guy Garibay start things off. First pitch to Garibay from Sean Head is fouled away. It'll be Garibay, Montgomery, and then Blake Burke. Garibay flew out in the 3rd to Sam Hunt out in center. Count 1-1 now. 1-1 pitch. Good pitch there. Very good fastball from Sean Head, and that is a called strike. Head, the 6-foot lefty. Plays his ball over at San Joaquin Delta College. He's a sophomore from Brentwood. And look out there as Garibay has to duck down to avoid being hit by the curveball that is offline. And the count 2-2. Ball hit. That is hanging up for the center fielder, Sam Hunt, over in right center. And he makes the play on the ball. And the first out is recorded here in the top of the 6th. So that brings up Torrin Montgomery, who struck out twice today, looking to avoid the hat trick. And it'll be interesting to see how Head and catcher Zach Griffin approach this lefty-righty matchup. First pitch called strike. Low and inside. And Montgomery asked for a little bit of time here. And now he says he's ready. Here's the 0-1 pitch, misses high and away. So low and inside, high and away has been the order here through 2 pitches. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out in this 0-0 contest. Fastball down the middle of the plate, fouled away to the right side. Montgomery probably wants that one back. Definitely a pitch he could have done some damage with. Just couldn't square it up. Count 1-2 here for Torrin Montgomery. And the 1-2 pitch. Curveball, ring him up, goes down looking. And that is the 3rd strikeout of the day for Montgomery as his woes at the plate continue. So a strikeout to start, or rather for the second out of the inning. And there's some heat on that ball, but way away down in the dirt. So fly out over to right center. The strikeout by Montgomery, and Blake Burke here in the batter's box ahead 1-0. That one much better with the accuracy there from Sean Head. And the count even at 1-1, 2 away, top of the 6th. On deck is the DH Cole Elvis. Curveball there, beautiful bender from Head. And the count 1-2. Head might whip that curveball out again here as he seems to be on top of it. Fastball, chopped at, fouled off to the left side. Count holds at 1-2. And we'll see what catcher Zach Griffin decides to call here for the 1-2 potential strikeout pitch. Here it is. Curveball fouled away to the right side. That bounces over by the Prune Packer bullpen. And Burke able to keep this at-bat going here. Still 1-2. Head gets his signal. And sets and fires. Fastball offered at over to the left side. Shortstop Pamilia has it. Throws over to first. Good stretch by Shot for the final out of the top of the 6th. So a very strong throw and a good stretch there by the first baseman, Hayden Shot. And that ends the top of the 6th. Still tied 0-0. We'll be right back with the bottom of the 6th. You are watching Crawdad Baseball on YouTube Live. Welcome back. Bottom of the 6 about to get started here. It'll be Trevor Werner, the DH, Diego Muniz, and then Zach Griffin. So 6, 7, 8 here for the Crawdads. Uday Naradam still on the mound for the Prune Packers. First pitch to Werner outside. Werner plays at Texas A&M. Appeared on the diamond in 13 games for the Aggies. And even had 9 appearances on the pitching mound. So, biggest abilities, your availability, and your versatility, Trevor Werner has it in spades. Werner ahead 2-0, and here's a 2-0 pitch. That ball just outside there, called for the third ball of the at-bat. Count 3-0. We'll see what Naradam has up his sleeve to avoid issuing the walk. And that ball in the dirt. Good eye there by Trevor Werner. And he draws the base on balls. Here comes Diego Muniz, who's been hit by a pitch and then walked in the 4th. Werner now with a hit, a strikeout, and a walk. Werner gets his lead off of first. And here's the pitch to Muniz. Muniz swings. That makes it through the right side hole on the ground. Werner will dig through second and then retreat back to the bag. So definitely a bunting opportunity here for the catcher, Zach Griffin, to advance both runners. So Werner on second, Muniz in at first with the single. And that is the 3rd hit of the game here in the bottom of the 6th inning for the Crawdads. Still a tie game, 0-0, but a really good opportunity here for Walnut Creek. And it looks like Uday Naradam's day might be done as manager Joey Gomes goes and speaks to him on the mound. We will be right back here in the bottom of the 6th inning in a tie game, Walnut Creek versus the Prune Packers, still 0-0. Welcome back. It looks like Uday Naradam will stay in the game for the Prune Packers. Maybe talking strategy here. Infield has shifted in very close, and we'll see if Zach Griffin tries to lay down a bunt. First pitch to Griffin, misses high and outside. Manager Brant Cummings giving some signals over from the dugout. Count 1-0. Runners on first and second. Werner at second for the Crawdads. Second pitch there to Zach Griffin. Good breaking ball for a strike. Count even at 1-1. Muniz at first. Werner at second. And this has been the best offensive opportunity for either team, really. And that ball fouled away to the right side. Going to land over near the bullpen for the Prune Packers. A lot of foul balls been flying out that way. Healdsburg had a pretty good opportunity with 2 outs back in the first inning. They had the bases loaded, but no runs were scored. 1-2 pitch, curveball, low, count even, 2-2. Griffin here. Anything hit hard is going to be very tough for these infielders to handle. Jammed Griffin there, did Naradam. Pop up, Montgomery tracks it down and catches the ball for the first out of the bottom of the sixth. So a golden opportunity there to at least move the runners, spoiled by a very good pitch from Narodum. Hate to see that if you're a Crawdad supporter. A really nice chance to get some runs on the board with no outs, and instead you pop out in foul territory. One away, Sam Hunt at the plate, and a curveball behind him. Hunt bends down so he doesn't get hit. Hunt was actually hit back in the fifth inning in his last at-bat. He probably did not want to get hit again. Count 1-0. Fastball called strike on the outside to the lefty, Sam Hunt. One pitch, called a ball, low and outside. Count 2-1, one away. Bottom of the sixth. Crawdads looking to take the lead here with Werner waiting at second, hoping someone can bring him home. 2-1 pitch, taken by Hunt. Count even, 2-2. Werner drew a base on balls to start the bottom of the sixth off. Mooney singled into right, and Werner takes off stealing, and no throw to Schuessler as the double steal is successful. Muniz made it into second with no throw, and Werner made it over to third. Count is full to Hunt, 3-2 with one away. And that is ball four. Bases are loaded now. Hunt at first, Muniz at second, Werner over at third. And it looks like Uday Narodum's day is over as Joey Gomes signals over to his bullpen. And we will see who he decides to bring in. And coming up next to bat for the Crawdads will be Jordan Thompson, who will just have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful chance here to score the first runs of the game for either team. Bottom of the sixth, one away. Pitching change ongoing right now. We will be right back here at St. Mary's College. You are watching Walnut Creek Baseball on YouTube Live. Welcome back to Louis Gusto Field, as Sean O'Malley is the new pitcher for the Prune Packers, number 25, right-handed pitcher. And Jordan Thompson grounds one over to short. McMillan throws it away. Check that. What is going on here? Runner interference is the call, it looks like, from third base umpire Mike Stankiewicz. And manager Brant Cummings is coming out saying, what the heck are you talking about, buddy? Coach Cummings does not like this, but the inning is over due to the runner interference. So a bases loaded chance is all for naught there, and the game stays tied. Top of the 7th coming up next. You are watching Walnut Creek Crawdad Baseball here on YouTube Live. Welcome back to Louis Gusto Field as Cole Elvis steps into the batter's box. First pitch to Elvis is a swinging miss for a strike. It'll be Elvis, Targak, and Schuessler. So, second pitch fouled away. A little explanation of what happened to end the 6th inning. So, even though the throw over to first was high, the umpire, I think it was Stankiewicz, the third base umpire, had called runner interference on the man heading into second, and a strikeout there by Sean Head to retire the DH Cole Elvis. But Stankiewicz called runner interference there, and because of that, the inning is over, wiping out what probably could have been at least 2 runs there for the Crawdads on the errant throw. Now batting Targak, he takes the first pitch inside for a ball. Sean Head remains out there. Another inning. 1-0 pitch, low. Ball 2. So top of the 7th, 1 away. Crawdads with 3 hits. Prune Packers with 2. And still nothing. 2-0 pitch. Fastball misses low. And this at-bat getting away from Sean Head here. 3-0 to Targak. Targak takes all the way. And that's called a strike. So count 3-1. 3-1 pitch, fastball low, and that's a walk there. On 5 pitches to Ryan Targak. That'll mean Kimball Schusler will get a chance here with a runner on base. Schusler, right-handed batter. Sean Head, the left-handed pitcher. First pitch to Schusler is on the way. Fastball inside and low. Ball 1, and it looks like Zach Griffin is going to trot out to have a little conversation with his pitcher. And looks like they got whatever they needed to get sorted out, taken care of. Just a quick chat, probably a little, hey, calm down, you got this, you've been pitching well. It's a 0-0 game, let's keep it going, let's keep it rolling. And play is going to start back up right now. Head sets and fires. Good fastball there. So good comeback pitch. And they count 1-1 with one away here. And Targak over at first, getting a small lead. And Schusler in the batter's box with McMillan on deck. 1-1 pitch, swung, hit over to third. Muniz has it, over to second for 1, to first for 2, and an inning-ending double play, 5-4-3, and the game stays 0-0. Crawdads will bat in the bottom of the 7th. When we come back, you are watching Walnut Creek Crawdad Baseball on YouTube Live.
Second baseman number 4, Tommy Rover.
All right, bottom of the 7th. Going to be started off here by Tommy Rover. So it'll be Rover, Pamilia, and Ozawa Burns. 2, 3, 4 for the Crawdads. O'Malley remains on the mound for the Prune Packers. And Rover shows bunt. Ball bounces away, but called a strike. Did not pull the bat back in time. Check that. It was actually fouled off. Thought it made it past, but there was a slight amount of contact made. Second pitch. Rover flares it over into foul territory, the left side, and that falls foul. Shane O'Malley, 6'1" righty for the Prune Packers from Sonoma, California. So redshirt sophomore over at UNR, University of Nevada, Reno, part of the the pack. 2 strikes here to Rover. 0-2 pitch gets away from catcher Schuessler for ball 1. Rover walked in the 5th, popped out to Montgomery over at first in the 3rd, and struck out in his first at-bat in the 1st inning. So a K, a walk, and a pop-out. 1-2 pitch to Rover. Rover chops foul over the right side. Now, before getting to UNR, Shane O'Malley played 1 season at Santa Rosa Junior College in the Big 8 Conference. He went 6-4 with 84 1/3 innings pitched. And he had a 3.09 ERA with 65 strikeouts. 1-2 pitch here to Rover. Rover check swing. Ball 2. Count even, 2-2. This past season in 2020, check that, last year's season in 2020, O'Malley pitched a season-high 6 innings against Hofstra, February. Swing and a miss there by Rover. And the first out of the bottom of the 7th comes by way of strikes. So Rover strikes out. And Anthony Pamilia will have his chance now in the bottom of the 7th with 1 away. Both teams just have not been able to break through. They've had opportunities with runners in scoring position. A lot of men have been stranded today. First pitch to Pamilia, swinging strike. There haven't been any defensive changes or substitutions made by either team. All the lineup is still intact. That ball down in the dirt. Count 1-1. 1 away here. Pitchers thus far for the Crawdads have been Ethan Brodsky and Sean Head, who's still in the game. And Prune Packers are on their 3rd pitcher, who is O'Malley, and he's pitching right now. 2nd strike there. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the 7th. Day was started off for the Prune Packers by Joe Amarato. Only went 3 2/3. Did have 7 strikeouts, but hit 2 guys and walked 2 guys. 1-2 pitch. And that is low for a ball. Then Uday Naradam came in relief of Amarato, and now we are here with Shane O'Malley. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Pamilia will look to put this in play. Pamilia swings, little bouncer, foul, just left of 3rd base. Could not keep that fair. However, that's probably for the better for the Crawdads, as Ryan Targak had a good read on it and most likely would have thrown Pamilia out. 2-2 pitch once again from O'Malley. O'Malley misses the zone there, and the count is full, 3-2. On deck is Curran Ozawa Burns. And in the hole is Hayden Schott for the Crawdads. O'Malley sets. And here's the pitch. Check swing there. And ball 4 as Pamilia able to draw out the walk. So here comes Ozawa Burns. playing right field today. Earlier this week against the Lincoln Potters, Ozawa Burns had a beautiful diving catch out in right field. Highlight reel material for him. First pitch to Ozawa Burns. Swing and a miss at one in the dirt. Count 0-1. Pamilia over at first base. Ozawa Burns' lone RBI this season came on his solo shot versus the West Coast Kings. Burns hits one straight up the middle, and he'll make it in with a single, and that will advance Pamilia to second. So another opportunity here for Hayden Schott. He has had some earlier with runners in scoring position. So Hayden Schott. There's a chance here in the bottom of the seventh. There's been a lot of chances here for both teams. Big swing, big cut taken there by Hayden Schott. Not able to connect. No balls, one strike with one away. And Ozawa Burns on first. And Pamilia taking a lead off of second. 0-1 pitch to Schott. Swing. A really good pitch there from O'Malley. O'Malley now up to 18 pitches. Pitch 19 coming up here. 0-2 pitch. Fouled straight back into the backstop. So the fastball has been the go-to here for O'Malley. This will be pitch number 20. 0-2 count to Hayden Schott with one away here in a 0-0 game at Louis Gisto Field in the bottom of the seventh. 0-2 pitch. Swung on. Hit into the hole on the right side. A little dive there by Dico Chea, but no play to be made as all runners are safe. So Schott able to leg out a single, and the bases are loaded here for the DH, Trevor Werner. And it looks like O'Malley will stay out on the mound to face the right-handed Trevor Werner. Werner walked in the sixth. He does have a hit today. His first appearance in the second inning was a single. First pitch to Werner, low. Ball one. So one ball, no strikes, and one out in the bottom of the seventh. Crawdads will take whatever they can get here. They have been knocking on the door all afternoon, but no one has opened the door. Can Werner be that person? Werner swings, hits it, pop up over towards the shortstop, and McMillan able to squeeze that. So an infield fly by Trevor Werner. Pretty good pitch to hit. Two away here. And Diego Muniz will try to be the hero who gets the Crawdads on the board. Muniz singled to right last inning. See if he can do this again. First pitch to Muniz. Fastball. Misses. Low. Ball one. At this point, you got to make I got to make O'Malley make pitches. Bases are loaded. 23 pitches, 15 strikes, but 8 balls. So he hasn't been incredibly accurate. And that one inside, Muniz just shimmied out of the way of a fastball there. 2-0, 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. Muniz was hit by a pitch in the 2nd, walked in the 4th, and then, as I mentioned moments ago, singled in the 6th. Muniz lines it over to the left side into left field. 1 run will come around, 2 will come around, and the Crawdads are up 2-0 here in the bottom of the 7th inning by way of a 2 RBI double there from Diego Muniz. And finally, the breakthrough that the Crawdads have been looking for, it arrives, it is here, and the Crawdads are now ahead in this game, and Zach Griffin will look to add on to the crooked number that is now on that scoreboard out in right center. Shot at third, Muniz at second, and Zach Griffin getting ready here. Zach Griffin swinging a miss, strike 1. So it took 6 2/3 innings to get us to this 2-0 lead that the Crawdads now possess over the first place Healdsburg Prune Packers. Another big hack there by Zach Griffin, and he's down 0-2 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. O'Malley has his sign, sets, and delivers. 3-pitch strikeout there, all swinging by Griffin. And he makes the walk of shame back to the Crawdads dugout. However, it is not all doom and gloom for the Crawdads as they have now taken the lead at the end of 7. Crawdads are up on the first place Prune Packers 2-0. Top of the 8th coming your way in just moments. You are watching Walnut Creek Crawdads Baseball on YouTube Live. Welcome back to Walnut Creek Crawdads baseball here. A real nice afternoon. On the campus of St. Mary's. New pitcher for the Crawdads. Ball one there is Daniel Garza from Houston, Texas. Went to high school at Dobie in Houston. And he is a freshman at the University of Texas, San Antonio. Good cutter there from Garza. Count 1-1. Batting for the Prune Packers right now is Ian McMillan. McMillan swings at that. That is strike two. Count 1-2 now from Garza. Garza was unanimously named All-District when he was in high school at Dobie and was an honorable mention as a freshman and a sophomore as well. A good strikeout there from Garza. Really nice cutter breaking ball combo that we're seeing here.
Left fielder, Logan Douglas.
And easy work for Garza against the first man he faces. Logan Douglas try to avoid what just happened to Ian McMillan. Good first pitch there from Garza. Douglas down 0-1. And on deck is the second baseman, Jason DiCaccia. Douglas connects, hits it into shallow left center. And Logan reaches first safely. So a knock there for Logan Douglas after grounding out twice today.
Second baseman,
Jason DiCaccia will have his at-bat come now. Top of the eighth with the Prune Packers down 2-0. But they do have Douglas on first. Garza throws. Breaking ball misses low inside for ball one. Garza gets a signal, fires. Griffin comes up, does not throw over to first, thought about it, but does keep Logan Douglas honest over at first. So it took a very long time for the Crawdads to break through here, and it seemed for a while like they were actually having more trouble than the Prune Packers, but all of that just changed last half inning. And now the Prune Packers find themselves on the other side of a momentum shift. 2-1 pitch to DiCaccia. Gets away from Griffin, but able to rally around the ball there, corral it, and make sure that Douglas has to stay put at first base, but the count does expand to 3-1 with one away here in the top of the eighth. Crawdads will be in action again tomorrow at 7 p.m. versus the Fairfield Indians. That'll be at Allen Witt Park in Fairfield, California. Garza, good pitch there. Outside, but got DiCaccia to chase. The count full now, 3-2 with one away. See what Garza has here for the payoff pitch. If you can sit DiCaccia down. 3-2 pitch. DiCaccia takes, and he is able to draw the walk. So 2 runners on now for the Prune Packers. And up comes Guy Garibay, the center fielder. And the Prune Packers have another opportunity with a runner in scoring position. That was DiCaccia's second hit this year. So So he's now 2 for 7. And DiCaccia does what he needs to do with the walk, and the first pitch to Garibay is called a strike. So 0-1, 1 out. Still top of the 8th. Crawdads up 2-0. Garza peeks back at second and delivers. Pitch just slightly low and outside, says home plate umpire Ron Mosso. Count even at 1-1. Garibay 3 for 7 this season. Big swing and a miss. Maybe a foul tip there as Garibay kind of wringing the right hand out a little. Little stinging sensation on that right wrist, I'm sure. The count 1-2. As some housekeeping is done here with home plate. And the sweeping is over, and we can get back to baseball here in the top of the 8th with 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 1 away, but 2 runners on for the Prune Packers. Garza fires, pitch low, good block there by Zach Griffin. Very good job not letting that ball get away, as both runners would have been able to advance easily. And 1 runner in scoring position would quickly turn into 2 runners in scoring position. Count 2-2 to Guy Garibay. Garza, another pitch low in the dirt. The count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Logan Douglas gets his lead off of second. DiCaccia does the same at first. And the payoff pitch swung on. Little chopper over to short. And that is a double play there, as Familia able to get it to second and then Rover over to first for the inning-ending double play. So through 7.5 innings rather. Crawdads still up 2-0. Bottom of the 8th coming your way here on YouTube Live. Welcome back to Louis Gisto Field, bottom of the 8th. About to get underway here. Shane O'Malley stays on the mound for the Prune Packers. And it'll be Sam Hunt, the 9-hitter, then Jordan Thompson and Tommy Rover for the Crawdads. Hunt walked in the 6th and was hit by a pitch in the 5th and struck out in the 2nd, so has been on base twice, but no hit to his name thus far. O'Malley gets a sign from Schuessler and misses low and inside. Crawdads able to take the lead in the bottom of the 7th. An RBI double. Check swing there from Sam Hunt. And the count 1-1. RBI double coming from the bat of Diego Muniz. That scored Pamilia and Ozawa Burns. 1-1 pitch, misses inside. Count 2-1 to Sam Hunt. He's had some action out in center field today. Made some good plays. 2-1 pitch. Hunt flares it into center, but Garibay is there to make sure it does not drop to the turf, and that is the first out here in the bottom of the 8th. Coming up to bat now will be Jordan Thompson, who's in left field today.
Jordan Thompson.
He's walked once. Been hit in the first by the starter for the Prune Packers, Amarato. He struck out in the 5th. First pitch to Thompson, misses low. Count 1-0 with one away. O'Malley sets. And here's the 1-0. High foul ball straight back into the netting. The count evens out at 1-1. Thompson batting 153 so far. Definitely got to improve upon that. 1-1 pitch to Thompson. Breaking ball, inner half, called a strike. Count at 1-2 now. Still a really close game. The Prune Packers only have 3 hits through 8 frames for them. Breaking ball misses, 2-2. Crawdads, on the other hand, the 2 runs off of 6 hits. Been able to see the ball pretty well in terms of drawing some walks and able to get on base. However, they need to do it, including wearing some very hard thrown balls. That pitch misses as well. Count 3-2. And O'Malley is going to look for the punch-out pitch here. The 3-2 count against Jordan Thompson. 3-2 pitch. Thompson swing. A miss. Drop third strike and then tag there by the catcher, Kimball Schuessler. So 2 away quickly for O'Malley, who was charged with the 2 runs in the 7th inning. And here comes Tommy Rover into the batter's box. Lefty-righty matchup for Rover. Rover swings, fouls. Just got a piece of that. And it rolls into the backstop. It'll be interesting to see who finishes the game off for the Crawdads if things hold the way they are now. Whether that's Sean Head who comes back out or one of the other pitchers comes in to close the game. Count 1-1 now to Tommy Rover. So Sam Hunt led the inning off, flew out to center field. Thompson struck out, and Rover finds himself in a 1-2 hole here after fouling that ball down into the dirt. Rover, who's only hitting 142, who's looking to have something to build upon, but you got to get on base for that. So he's trying his darndest to just squeeze a hit. Good eye there by Rover. Does not offer. And the count is even at 2-2 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. On deck is Anthony Pamilia. Pamilia came out round to score the bottom of the 7th. He walked. Then scored on that Mooney's RBI double. 2 RBI double, actually. And a big cut there from Rover, but no contact is made, so he goes down on strikes. And the 8th inning is over. Crawdads still in the lead, 2-0. And the top of the 9th will be coming your way shortly. You are watching Crawdads Baseball on YouTube Live. Welcome back to Louis Guisto Field. I had made a mistake there. I said whether it would be Sean Head. Obviously, Daniel Garza has been pitching here for the Crawdads as of late, and Garza will stay in the game to secure the victory for the Crawdads. He'll be tasked with facing Torrin Montgomery, Blake Burke, and Cole Elvis. So the heart of the lineup of the Prune Packers will be the ones to try to tie this game up and spoil, which would be a really big win for the Crawdads.
Leading off the top of the 9th inning for the Prune Packers.
And Daniel Garza.
First baseman number 26, Torrin Montgomery.
So Sean O'Malley, if things remain, will be the pitcher of record for the Prune Packers. First pitch to Montgomery, misses for a ball. Garza fires again, evens it up. Gets back into the swing of things with the strike there, 1-1. I believe the winning pitcher here today, if Garza is able to make it out of the inning clean, will indeed be Daniel Garza. Check that. I've been informed that it'll be Sean Head. 1-2 pitch from Garza. Misses low and away. So Garza will record a save, and Head will get the victory. 2-2 pitch to Montgomery is a strike on the outer half, and Ron Mosso rings up Torrin Montgomery. That is his 4th strikeout of the day, and he goes down looking. So the golden sombrero is awarded to Torrin Montgomery. Not the day he anticipated having. Blake Burke steps into the box. And the Prune Packers down to their last 2 bullets here. Ball 1. Garza has thrown 13 strikes and 10 balls. Good fastball there, popping the glove of catcher Zach Griffin. Count 1-1. Sun just starting to set a bit here in Moraga. It'll stay bright enough, hopefully, though, as there are no lights here at Louis Guisto Field. And 1-1 pitch misses outside to Blake Burke. Good pitch there from Garza. Some good action on that, and that fooled Blake Burke. Count 2-2 to Burke. Fastball misses outside. And Daniel Garza finds himself a full count here against Blake Burke. 3-2 with one away, top of the ninth. Curveball there from Garza, swing and a miss. And Burke goes down on strikes. So 1 out away is Daniel Garza from locking the save up and getting the Crawdads a victory that will put the Crawdads in first place, sole possession of first place in the North Division of the CCL. Now batting is Elvis, the DH. First pitch to Elvis is popped up on the right side. Tommy Rover moving back on it. He's called off by Ozawa Burns, who squeezes the ball for the final out, and that is the ball game. Crawdads win 2-0. Sean Head, the winning pitcher for the Crawdads. Shane O'Malley, the loser for the Prune Packers. And the Crawdads move to 2-1 in league play and are now the North Division leaders in front of the pack as they overtake the Prune Packers. Crawdads came into this game half a game back of the Prune Packers, and now things have totally shifted here in the North Division of the CCL. Daniel Garza gets the save. Both runs came via Mooney's bat, the bat of Diego Mooney's, who had a 2-run RBI double in the bottom of the 7th inning. Final line score, 2 runs off of 6 hits, no errors for the Crawdads. And the Prune Packers shut down by a committee of pitchers today. 0 runs, 3 hits, and 0 errors for Healdsburg. So we saw Joe Amarato, Uday Naradam, and Shane O'Malley for the Prune Packers, and Ethan Brodsky started the day off for the Crawdads. Sean Head came in relief, picks up the win, and Daniel Garza finishes this baby off. So once again, Crawdads win 2-0 here at Louis Gisto Field. And we're going to try to get an interview, hopefully, with Diego Mooney's, who scored the very important, or helped score the very important runs with his multi-RBI game today. We'll be right back. Once again, Crawdads win 2-0, and hopefully we'll be able to snag you a quick little player of the game interview here on the Walnut Creek Crawdads YouTube Live. All right, welcome back to Walnut Creek Crawdad Baseball. The game is over. The Crawdads won 2-0. They are now in sole possession of first place in the North Division of the CCL. I'm here with Sean Head, who pitched in relief today for the Crawdads, and just really a great effort, Sean, by just you and the other two guys to shut this Prune Packers offense down.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. We came into the game all telling each other, let's go pound the zone, let our defense work, and that's exactly what we did. Only 3 walks total as a staff. That's pretty good. And then when we did walk or give up the hits, we had 3 double plays. Our defense had our back, and no errors. So, it was a beautiful game all around.
Yeah, really clean game by you guys. And, Garza came in and shut things down. Brodsky got it started off on the right foot. What's the mentality in a close game like this? The first runs weren't scored until the 7th inning. So what are you guys thinking as a staff? What are you thinking on the mound? What's going through your head during such a close game like this?
I would say just staying positive and having everybody's back. If somebody gets fanned down or, makes an error, does whatever, something they don't want to do, we'll pick them up, make sure they'll get the next one. So I think it's just really our attitudes and the way that we all come together. We just met each other this last Saturday just about, and we already have some great chemistry, which is great to see. So I would say the confidence and the willingness to win.
That's great. So what do you think you can bring from today, tomorrow, going to Fairfield? Games at 7 o'clock against the Fairfield Indians. That'll be in Fairfield. What do you think you can bring from today to that game tomorrow?
Definitely our energy. Today it was great to see everybody, cheering everybody on, all happy. So I would say our energy, if we could carry that on, I don't think we could lose soon.
Great. Thank you, Sean. Thank you so much. Great job today.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. That is it for Walnut Creek Crawdads baseball today. Once again, Crawdads beat the Prune Packers 2-0. Thank you for joining us. I'm Milan Desai, and it has been my pleasure to bring you all the action today here on the Crawdads YouTube Live.